Good afternoon, everyone. It's Lisa here with L&J's Handmade Creations, and I was fixing to start working on a poinsettia wreath, and I was going to just go through it with y'all and show you how I've learned to make the poinsettia wreath. I know this isn't new, and I know several people's already done it, but for those that hasn't and that would like to be able to learn, it's a fairly easy way to do it. However, I'm going to start off with making my center for it. I have two different centers. I've made this one here, which you can make a center just about out of anything. You just need like your styrofoam. This here is a ball that I cut in half, or you can also get the discs and make those that way. They come in all different sizes. This one's smaller. This one is probably the medium. You can get them bigger than this. So I was going to do it with this bling rope here. I hope y'all can see that really good. It's real sparkly and shiny, and I think it's just a gorgeous little piece of rope. And I took my little wood burner that I cut my burlap with here, and I just put a little hole in the middle of it, and I'm going to just start right there by putting some glue right here in the middle of that little hole. And I'm just going to stick the top of this down in it right there, and I just want to let it, I want that to sit there for just a minute and dry. As soon as that gets through, that way it holds it down, we're going to do the rest of it. So I'm going to just let this dry real quick, and I will be right back. Okay, so this is good and solid now in there. So we're just going to twirl it around it. It's fairly easy, but you want to be real careful because glue is hot. I'm using my Sure Bonder here, one of my favorite glue guns. It's wireless. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right here to start. I'm just going to make sure I got it good and close together there. Just like that. A little bit more. That easy. You just, for any kind of rope like that or so, that's all you do there. You can use material and stuff, but of course you just wrap it in a different manner. But this is so easy. So I'm just going to finish wrapping this on around, and then I'll show you how I get the back ready, and then we'll move on to the poinsettia. Okay, so here we have it. It has our blingy center. Ain't that pretty? I love the sparkle there. So how I'm going to do the back now is just the solid foam, and I done me like a little trench right there. Oops, my glue ain't 100% dry. And that way my tail of this right here will fit down in it, so it won't make it wobbly whenever it's on the frame. And I'm just going to take an old piece of little felt here, and I'm just going to put it here in the center because I want it to have a good secure. I know hot glue will melt that foam a little bit, so I want the felt to stay good and secure. So I'm just going to put a piece of felt like that right there. And then I'm going to get me a pot cleaner, mark the center of it, just like this. And before I mess with the hot glue, I have some of these. These are like quilter's pins. So you can see those. It looks like a little U, like that. And I'm just going to put my pot cleaner right there. And I'm going to put the pin over it. And I'm going to do it right here too. That way we got it good and secure. Then I'm going to take some more hot glue. And I'm going to go over those pins right there. Just like that. And I have another piece of felt. I'm going to put right over those pins and the pipe cleaner itself. Just like that. You can see there's a little indentation in it from where the glue melted it. That's why I wanted to have plenty of stuff to hold on to it so that it didn't come loose from the center. Now, I'm just going to set this aside and let it get good and dry. Put my pins up. Set this to the side over here. Okay. So, I'm going to be working, if you haven't ever seen a Unique in the Creek board, this is a Unique in the Creek board. This is their medium, I believe, and you can tell it's Unique in the Creek because it has its little label right here on the back. And these are so easy to use. I love using these boards. There's no mistake in the top. They have two holes right here that's got an indentation. I hope y'all can see that right there. There's two of them that let you know that's the top, and that's what you hang your wreath from there. And each row is labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 there in the middle, which the fifth one is actually not a row. It is for your center there to go. So what we're going to be doing, I'm going to just load the board. I'm going to show you how I'm going to load the board real quick. This is so easy that anybody can do these type of wreaths because they're so easy. And you just stick your pipe cleaner in from the back. Now for this one, because I want it to be real good and full, I'm going to use every set of hose. And what I mean, you can see here, these are the closer ones together is considered the set. The next row, I'm going to be using the shared hose, which is the ones that's wider apart. That's where this set here would share this hole with this centerpiece, just like that one. So, but I'm just going to be working my way around, loading the board with the zip ties. I keep wanting to say pipe cleaners. Well, just gonna work it all the way around like that. So I'm going to continue this. I'm not going to make y'all watch me load the board all the way, and I will be right back with you. Okay, there we have it. I have it already. Now the outer ones I've already closed. I'm not closing these here because I want to make sure that that's exactly where I want my petals and the shared hose instead of the sets. So I'm going to see there. That's what the back looks like. You can see how nice and neat that is back there on the back. Just like that. So I'm going to set that aside now. And what I'm going to be doing is cutting my poly burlap here. Now this one here, I'm out of the other red that I usually get at where these boards come from. You can get it at Unique in the Creek, Craft Outlet, Hobby Lobby. I normally get my mesh from either Unique in the Creek or Craft Outlet. Just depends on who's got what I need at the time. But this one came from Hobby Lobby because I haven't got any of the others, so I'm going to use that. And it is 10 inches wide, and we're going to cut our pieces at 10 inches in length, so we want to make a square with it. Now I have my glass cutting board down. I'm going to make sure you use something that's safe to use a wood burner on, because I like to cut this with a wood burner, because if you don't, it's almost guaranteed that it's going to fray. So, and it will still possibly fray with the wood burner, but it helps to minimize it some. I'm using the chiseled tip on mine. You can get these off Amazon, Hobby Lobby. All the craft stores has wood burners, and even some of the regular, like Walmart and stuff, should have them too if you look for one there. So now I'm just going to start cutting. Let me move my glass board down here. And I also want to point out that if you're not in a well ventilated area or have a fan going, you might want to wear a mask because the smoke of cutting this could be harmful. So I have a fan blowing on me and it keeps the smoke blown away, so I'm not worried at all. So I'm just going to cut right down the center of a row. I'm going to keep it straight. Just follow the center here, just like that. And we're going to go over here. And it cuts really smooth, like butter when you're doing that. I'll cut just a couple more here, and then I'll pause and finish cutting it shortly. Okay. Okay. Alright, I will finish cutting this up and I will be right back with you. Okay, so I got it all cut. Now what we're going to do is we are going to start with a fold. Now, I wish this wasn't so curly, but it is, and we're going to use the flatter pieces on the outer and the more curly on the inside, that way it'll lay flatter. So what you want to do is have the curl side up, just like so, and you want to have your factory edge here and the factory edge at the bottom. Just turn it sideways like that, so you have a factory edge over here and a factory edge over on the upper right side. Now we're just going to take our points here, the corners, we're just going to fold to the corner, just like so. Now you don't have to, but I like to put a little clip on the end, that way I keep that even up there, so that hopefully that the folding all goes. And you just want to find basically your center point here, and we're just going to gather right up the center, just like this. And then we're going to take it and just make sure it's even. The ends like that right there. Now this is again optional, but if you want to get some ready before you put it in the board, I use little rubber bands. You can, color don't really matter because you're not going to see them. Put it about an inch or so up, just like that. And then there's your one petal, like that. And then after you have some ready and you're ready to go, you're just going to take it over here to where your board is and put it inside your zip tie. Secure it down. This is my zip tie gun. I got this one off of Amazon. This one works great. It's the No Easy. If anyone wants, I can link that. The glue gun, the Sure Bonder glue gun, I got it off of Amazon too, but you can get it at Hobby Lobby. I've seen it there. Multiple places has it too. So, but it's that easy. I'm going to do one more real quick. Okay. Curl side up. Turn it this way. I'm going to do this corner. Clip. Line it up. right up the middle. I've made several of these poinsettia wreaths, and everyone's just loved them. So have some ready. And I'm just going to put it in the board. I want this side here because it's got the factory edge on the outside to kind of lay over this one to where it's got the cut edge, just like this. Make sure that they're all even. Just like that. Okay, so I want to show you another way to fold it. That was one way to fold it, but I want to show you how you're folding it the same way, but I personally don't like the unfinished edge showing, so I fold it, I do it just a tad bit different. I add one more step to it to where it looks like this, instead of where you got both the finished edges instead of the raw edges showing like that. So I mean, it's the same fold, really easy, just like this. Gather it up the center, and when you pinch it, instead of just pinching it together like we was doing, we're just going to take one side here and twist it under. The side that the unfinished edge is showing, twist it under. Like that right there. And put your rubber band on it, or whatever you want to do to hold it till you put it in your board. And then you have both sides showing is your finished edge, the factory finished edge. So do one more here. Okay. Twist under and pull your other one over on top of it, just like this. And then band it up. Just like so. Okay, we're also going to cover the leaves. Now I have the same type of burlap here. This is actually the one that comes from, you can get it at Craft Outlet and Unique in the Creek, many places. I think you can even buy some of this on Amazon. It's just a lot higher. But this is poly burlap mesh here. It's 10 by 10 inches wide, 10 yards long. So we're going to fold it the exact same way. Nothing different there. This is how I'm going to do it anyway. Gather it right at the center. Do a little twist. Just like this. Now, that looks just like the way we did our petals, but what I'm going to do here is I have another one that I've done, and I'm going to put two of them together. Put over that like that, and band these together. I've done 3 sets of these. I think I'm going to do three sets of leaves, and then I have it like that right there. So set this all to the side. Go back to our board. I took out the ones that I showed y'all how to do, and I'm just going to put these in there. So we're just going to take it and insert it up to the rubber band, and then secure it. My top is right over here. Now, a good thing would be to figure out where you want your leaves ahead of time, and then just take and put your leaves, let's see, put one right about here. like so. And then take another rubber band, or not rubber band, I am sorry, zip tie. Actually, what I'm going to do is I changed my mind. Let's cut that. Sorry about that. I do that quite often. Zip tie back in there. I'm actually going to put this one right here with a shared hose, right in between the two, just like this. And then put my petal right here beside it. Just like that. And you just find where you want your leaves to go in there at. Make sure you're doing it even all the way around. Just like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get these loaded on this round, and I will be right back with you. Okay, so here we have it. I've got all the petals in. I've used 48 red petals and 6 total of the green for the leaves. And what I went ahead and did is all the sets of hose on the back, and then I used all the shared sets there, not the actual sets, but the shared on the second row. Same for the third. Done the shared hose and skipped the steps. And on the fourth one, the center one, I used both shared hose and sets there. So it gave me 48 total of the red and 6 leaves doing it that way. So let's get our center in it. Now remember, we get those 2 hoses right in the middle, right there, for our little pot cleaner to go into. Get that centered. Just like that. Make sure all the spots is covered good. With a good twist back here. Tuck that right in, in that little hole, just like that. Then I'm going to grab me a piece of my felt over here, because I don't want the pipe cleaner, the wire in the pipe cleaner there, scratching the customer's door. I'm just gonna, oh, my glue gun's not good and hot yet. Give it 1 second here. Okay. Well, where did my little piece of felt go? Here it is. Okay, now I'm just gonna put some glue over that pot cleaner. And I'm going to take my piece of felt and lay right over the back of it. Just like Nice and neat. And while I'm here in the back, I'm going to make my hanger. Now you could use, if you had a longer zip tie, you could put a zip tie through these holes. I just like using something like this to where it can lay up against the door flatter. It's just my preference, so each their own could do however. But what I do here is I just take me a little piece of rope. I'm out of my red. I gotta get me some more red. But the center is silver, so this here should be okay. I like to take it and just do like a regular tie like that, but then I wrap it another time. And then I do it again, like that, and then wrap it again. And that gives a really strong knot like that, where it doesn't come loose or fall off the door. As extra measure, this is what I do right here. I put a little bit of glue on that knot so it does not come loose. I'll let that dry and then I'll tuck the knot in, and we will have our finished wreath just like this. Isn't that pretty? I'll hang it up and show y'all better. There we go. I think it turned out just gorgeous. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to everyone that's already subscribed. For those of you that's watching that hasn't, I would really appreciate you if you wouldn't mind to subscribe to my channel. And I will keep making videos like this of wreaths for y'all as I go along. Thanks so much again. Have a good day.